Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, please hit the big red rectangle, that would be greatly appreciated. A quick question before we get into it, what do you think of this new upload style? Leave a comment below. You can also message me on Discord or Twitter, links are in the description, and you can follow me on Twitch if you want to see me play some of these games live. But with that being said, let's get right into it. One of the most important parts of Siege is the maps. The maps are what you play on, and without them, we wouldn't have the Siege we know today. A lot of the maps in Siege are very different, with designs that make them stand out and be unique. But that brings in the question, what is my favorite map in Rainbow Six Siege? Now, to clarify, I'm not saying that this map is the best objectively. I'm just saying that this, in my personal opinion, is my favorite map. For me, there are a couple maps that come to mind, namely Fortress, Clubhouse, Coastline, Cafe, and Consulate. Now I know the first one might sound weird, but hear me out. Fortress is one of the best maps to play casual on. This is likely due to the absence of vertical play on the map. While this does make it really fun to play in casuals, it makes Fortress not viable for ranked play. I'm glad Ubisoft took this map out of ranked, because it just doesn't belong there. Fortress is a map to recruit rush and play Tachanka. The next map, Clubhouse, I really like a lot. I think I like Clubhouse so much because it's a great map for my main, Legion. Legion is really useful on this map, especially when holding down an armory and church. I feel Clubhouse is a really fun map to play on because you can choose a variety of operators to play and still have a chance to win. Sure, you might need a hard breacher of some sort and a Thatcher, but that's it really. Everyone else is up to you, and this gives the map a lot of replayability, unlike say Chalet where you know most of the operators that people are going to pick. At least that's how I feel anyway. Next map, Coastline. I think Coastline is a universally loved map by the majority of the Siege community, and I can't deny it, it's pretty good. Coastline is a balanced map, with attackers and defenders having an equal chance at winning. I feel that Coastline is just such a well-designed map. There are just enough buffer rooms and hallways between objectives which make the map so fun to play, and there are a ton of different ways to play it. In casual and lower levels of ranked, Coastline usually consists of killing the anchors in sight and then taking over said site. In higher levels of ranked, you usually cut off the rotation between the two objectives and then plant in one of them, i.e. cutting off the rotation from billiards into hookah by having an angle inside of VIP. And Coastline in casual is great too. It's a great map to roam on. Playing an Ella or a Vigil on this map and just running around and fragging out is such a great time. Or castling yourself in the objective with the Tachanka and a Goyo. There are so many things you can do on Coastline, and each one of them is different. It really helps this map stand out compared to all the other maps in Siege. The next map is Cafe. I like Cafe a lot, mainly because rushing with Finka with the SASG is actually a viable strategy that works on this map. I'm not even kidding. Do this in ranked and you will win rounds. It's crazy. But besides that, I think that the vertical play on this map is just incredible. In every site, the floor or ceiling is destructible, except reading room and the fireplace reading room objective. This allows the player to create tons of creative and unique strategies that makes the map feel more like their own. Like I said, my attack strategy is to Finka rush with the SASG, no matter the site. On defense, it is dependent on the site. Upstairs, I usually like to play in Cigar with a Maestro or a Goyo. In Fireplace and Reading Room, I like to go Capcan or Legion and completely trap out the room. And in Kitchen and Kitchen Prep, I like to play Bandit, Kaid or Mute, and Anchor Down. I know the last one wasn't the most unique strategy, but it's still fun and makes me like to play both sides of the game. I don't get upset if I'm on attack or defense, because I like them both on this map. And I need to reiterate that Finka rushing with the SASG works on this map, so bonus points for that. And the final map, Consulate. Consulate is definitely my favorite ranked map. It just feels like what a ranked map should feel like. Enough ways for both attackers and defenders to rotate around the map, the perfect amount of floors, a good size, good objectives, and great destructibility. It may be a little big, but that size helps this map be attacker and roamer friendly. This map has everything, even team flexibility. There are a variety of strats you can run on this map. My personal favorite is on defense when defending upstairs. I like to camp on the top of yellow stairs with smoke and barbed wire at the bottom. If you're successful in holding yellow, you should win the round. It's fun to fight off all the attackers as they try to make their way up the stairs, or as they're peeking yellow stair skylight. That's just one of the many strats you can run on this objective. And it's not just limited to that site. The other sites that are played on this map also have this element. And this is why Consulate is my favorite map. Sure, Fortress is really fun and casual, but I feel that you just get more out of a ranked game than a casual. So that's why I put Consulate above Fortress. Like I said, the sites on this map can be played in a lot of different ways. Let's take a look at the other two defending sites on this map. Let's start with the basement. This site can be played in a variety of ways, but my favorite strategy is a roam with Vigil. I start off in Visa entrance, staying in there as long as possible. I usually leave it about a minute into the round, hopefully with a kill. I then rotate downstairs to servers and try to pick off attackers that are trying to come downstairs. I stay there for about a minute also. I do rotate back to site if someone comes from one of the hatches, because it leaves me with too many angles to worry about. And for the final seconds of the round, I anchor down an objective. At least, ideally. Usually, I just go around the objective killing the attackers trying to push in from server side. This strategy usually works. The only time it doesn't is if my team can't hold garage, yellow stairs, and piano. My next strategy on defense takes place in Visa and servers. In this strat, I like to play vertically and hold down Visa from underneath, usually as a maestro or a pulse. I simply stop the attackers from planting in Visa. This strat doesn't work all the time, because if my teammates die who are holding spiral stairs and Visa stairs, I can't do this without being at a high chance of getting killed. Those are the strategies I like to do on defense, but we can't forget about attack. On attack, I like to bring a finca with the SASG. I do a very quick rappel into admin office and attempt to take control. With admin office control, I help with the overtake of Visa entrance and Visa. From above, that is. Then I have someone come and sit on Visa stairs, so that no one can rotate from the bottom or the top. Then we attempt to take control of Spiral and Piano. At this point, the rest of the defenders are crammed upstairs in a small pocket, so the rest is easy. On a garage attack, I like to play Habana and do the strat where you shoot your Excarios pellets at the car so that each one goes onto a separate wall. If you wonder why people do this, it's so that your Habana pellets can't get bandit tricked. Then, from there, if we have a thermite, he'll make a larger hole in the rightmost wall. If we don't have a thermite, then I'll do that. Then, I pressure those in garage, as some of my teammates take control of yellow stairs and piano. From there, we plant behind white van, and then we cut off rotations from site to win the round. I also have another strat for this objective, where I rush the objective from server side. I only do this if I'm having a bad game, and it doesn't work the majority of the time. The reason for this strat not working the majority of the time is because someone is usually camping in Visa entrance. However, I am usually able to pick up 1 or 2 kills though, which does help the rest of the team. And for a Visa and server attack, I start the same way as I start my upstairs attack, preferably Finca with an SASG, and I take control of admin office. But the strat takes a turn after we take Visa entrance. I usually go down spiral stairs and try to kill as many of them that are downstairs as possible. These are just my strats, and I've seen many other different strats for all of these objectives, which is something really unique about this map. A couple other strategies I've seen, but don't use, are a Visa entrance bunker down. It's not used in a rank that much. I've also seen a complete admin offense bunker down, which is an interesting strategy. And there are so many more than the ones I've talked about. If you want to make your own strategy for Consulate, follow my step-by-step guide. Step 1. Either play only the Russians or recruits. This means you can only play recruit, glass, fuse, finca, capcan, or tachanka. Step 2. Barricade yourself in the objective on defense, or if you're attacking, rush into the site in the first 2 seconds of the round. Step 3. Kill everyone in sight, or if you're on defense, kill everyone attacking. Step 4. Watch your team on the MVP screen. Make sure you follow these steps to create the best strategy ever. All jokes aside, this is exactly what I was talking about. Having a map that allows the creativity to make your own strats is what Siege is about, and I feel Consulate encapsulates that the best. I mean, you just heard me talking about my own strategies for like 4 minutes, and trust me, I could go on and on. Don't test me. Consulate is the map, in my opinion, that displays the destructive mechanic in Siege to its best, and makes the map unique and a joy to play on in Ranked. For me personally, Consulate is that map that when I see it, I breathe a sigh of relief, knowing that I don't have to play on Theme Park. Side note, does anyone like Theme Park? Like, really, does anyone? I'm pretty sure the Theme Park rework is worse than the Hereford one. Like, seriously, Theme Park just comes down to who's defending first. It's honestly unfair. Ubisoft, I beg of you, please listen to my cries, and take Theme Park out of Ranked. Please, Ubi. Do it. But anyways, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed, please hit the big red rectangle, that would be greatly appreciated. If you enjoyed this new, longer style of video, hit the like button so that I know to make more of these. If you do, I'll fly to Rabat, Morocco, find the best wheat, and create the most delicious couscous you've ever had. I don't know how to pronounce it, I'm sorry. I just looked up Moroccan food, and that was like the main thing, so I was like, let's do that one. But with that being said, thanks for watching, and I'm probably gonna go eat some food.